Hey guys, welcome back for another Crimson Moon Battle Report. We're playing some more Marvel Crisis Protocol. We're playing the tiebreaker between the Avengers and the Cabal. So the missions for issue 3 of our battle report. The first one, Fear Grips World as Worthy Terrorized Cities. Place 4 Celestial Hammers, as shown in map D, which we've already done. We've got 1, 2, 3, 3, and 4. And players score 1 victory point for each Celestial Hammer held by characters they control during the cleanup phase. You spend an energy to interact to pick up a hammer. When characters have a hammer in their possession, they're going to be able to add an additional die whenever they attack. And when a character plays a team tactic, though, they must pay 1 additional energy for each Celestial Hammer they are holding. So it's kind of a good thing to have it to roll an additional die for attack, but also you got to pay an extra energy to play any team cards on them. So that was our extraction, and now for our secure, it is Deadly Meteors, Mutate Civilians. Place 3 Origin Bombs, Target of Opportunity, which is going to be 1, 2, 3 right behind that building there. And players controlling the most Origin Bombs score 3 victory points during the cleanup phase. And then when you interact with them, you're going to roll dice equal to the interacting character's energy defense. If the roll contains any crits, wild, or hits results in the number of healthy enemy characters contesting the Origin Bomb, the interacting character controls that bomb. If for any reason when you roll you have a skull, they're going to take a damage instead. So for the Avengers side, we have Captain America once again. We have his buddy Tony, Iron Man. We have Captain Marvel, and some new recruits were coming in. We have Ant-Man in his giant or his regular form and his tiny form, and we also have the Wasp, also as well in her regular form and in her small form as well. For Avengers cards, we're going to have a Brace for Impact. We have Pin Particles. We have Heavy Firepower. We have Ricochet Blast and Medpack. Then we have the Cabal. We have Red Skull leading the team. We have Crossbones. And over here we have Baron Zemo. We have Ultron. And our latest new recruit will be Taskmaster coming in to help out the Cabal. For the Cabal cards, we have Cosmic Interaction, Dark Reign, the Age of Ultron, Patch Up, and then Extreme Conditioning. And right before we roll to see who's going to take the first turn, we want to give a quick shout out to our Crimson Master. Welcome aboard, Marcus Jacinto. He has now been immortalized on a piece of terrain. Thanks, man. We really appreciate the support. And who is going to take the first turn? We're going to be doing the Avengers. They get 2 successes. And then we're going to have the Cabal. They get 2 successes as well. No crits, so we're going to have to re-roll. Usually the crits are the tiebreakers. Actually, I think it's... I'll just re-roll it. So 3 successes for the Avengers. And then the Cabal. They also have 3, but I think it goes by swirlies. Whoever gets the most swirlies, whoever gets the most wilds. So Cabal's going to take the first turn. And we are deployed. We got Captain America next to Iron Man. Captain Marvel is going to be taking up the middle. And on the right side over here, we got Wasp and Ant-Man. Right across from them, we have Crossbones, Red Skull, Baron Zemo kind of in the middle, Ultron, and Taskmaster on the left side. Crossbones, he's going to move slow or short, whatever you want to call it. He's going to move this way. And he's going to try and make a bum rush to try and get to that area over there. I'm going to eventually get that name right. I'm going to send her up here. She's going to take control of this hammer. She's going to spend an energy to interact. And this is now hers. So she gets that. And then for her second action, she's going to move 1 more time. And she's going to try and get to that bomb. And since she has flight, she can just fly right over this canister. The only problem is that she has no more energy, so she cannot interact with that bomb, so she's going to have to wait till next turn. Red Skull's going to go ahead and do his special ability. He's going to do Master of the Cube. Or actually, no, it's Cosmic Cube. So he's going to spend one of his actions. He's going to roll 5 dice. And he skulls and he's going to take damage. But regardless, he is going to gain 3 energy at the end of this. He gets 1 skull, so he's taking 1 damage. Skull's just going to go ahead and move. And he's going to move this way to kind of support his buddy over here. So actually now he's going to go ahead and spend that 3 energy, and he's going to go ahead and do Master of the Cube, and he's just going to teleport and move himself up another 2. We're going to go ahead and go with Ant-Man, and he moves medium. Go ahead and grab this here and see if we can't make a bum rush to this area over here. It's going to be a showdown going over here, and let's see if he can at least make the bomb. And he sure can. So he's going to go to there like so, and he's going to spend his energy, 1 energy, and he's going to try and take control of it. So his defense is a 3. And he skulls and he takes the damage, but he needs at least a hit, a crit, or a wild. He controls it, but he is going to take a damage. So my bad, the roll has to contain more die hits than the number of healthy characters there. So he had to at least roll 2, because it's got to be more than however many healthy guys are there. So he actually has to roll 2 hits in order to control that bomb. So he fails to control it, but he still takes his damage. Zemo's going to activate, and he's going to just bum rush up here. He's going to get within this hammer, so this thing could bend a little more to there, and he's going to spend 1 energy to go ahead and pick that up. So now he's got the hammer. So unfortunately, he cannot do anything because it's only a range 2, and he's just going to go ahead and move up and kind of challenge her for that bomb, and he's done. So Wasp is going to go, and Wasp is going to fly this way, and she's just going to go ahead and back up Ant-Man. So she'll fly to there, and then she's going to fly to here, and she has a shot at it. But now she's going to have to roll 3 dice, because now there's 2 healthy guys. So her defense is also a 3. Actually, it's energy. Oh my gosh, they're only energy 2. It's not even worth it. She wouldn't even be able to control it, because there's too many guys there. So she's not going to attempt it. She's done. Ultron's going to go ahead and move, and he moves medium. So he's going to just jump around like so here to get to there. Move this out of the way. And he's going to attempt to get that hammer. So he'll just jump over this. He'll spend his energy, and he's going to grab that hammer. Iron Man's going to activate. He's just going to fly up here and see if maybe he doesn't have a shot right there at Ultron. So range 4, he is going to have line of sight there. I'll say he's got some cover, so that means he's going to have, I believe you add 1 defense die automatically when you have cover. So he is going to have a shot, so it's going to be a 4 die attack. Going into Ultron. Well, he's got 2 skulls and 2 defenses. Ultron is going to defend. Oh, this is energy. Ultron defends with 3 dice for energy. He gets 1 block, so he's going to take a damage. Taskmaster is going to activate, and he also moves medium. He's going to go right through this little crack here, moving like so to there. And he's actually going to move this way and just be right across this bomb. Kind of go to there. Oh, I guess whatever the closest area is. I don't know if he can clear that. Yeah, I'll say he can. So he's going to try and attempt it. He's got energy defense 3. So since he's the only one there, he's got to at least roll 2 hits here in order to control it. He only gets 1. He doesn't take a damage, but he doesn't control it. So Taskmaster's just going to go ahead and burn his last reroll, his last action, and not move anywhere else. So Cap's going to go, and he's just going to move up. Go to here. And he is actually going to go ahead and do a shield throw, and he won't have cover there. And actually, you know what? I forgot to give him his 1 defense. So I'm going to take off that damage because he technically would have defended. He had defended once, and I forgot that he did have cover. So we'll take off that damage off of Ultron, but Cap's going to go ahead and throw his shield, and he does, it's a range 4. So it's going to be a 5-die attack. Range 4 is going to be right here. So that is definitely in. So 5 dies, and it's physical. Let's see what Cap can get. He only got 1, unfortunately. No rerolls. And on physical, Ultron has 4. Hey, he's going to take the block, so he is good. So that is the end of turn 1. Avengers are going to score 1. They have 1 hammer. So they're going to go to 1. No one controls bombs at the moment. But on the other side, the Cabal have 2 hammers. 2 hammers in their possession, so that means that they're going to be at 2 points. Turn 2, and Cabal are going to take the first activations, and it was the Avengers that activated last. And we're going to go ahead and activate Mr. Crossbones. He's going to move up. Go to there, like so. And he's going to go ahead and spend 1 energy to pick up the hammer. And then he's going to go ahead and do his builder attack on Ant-Man if he is within range 2. Which, oh yeah, he is within range 2. So he's going to go ahead and do his strike. So it's going to be a 5-die attack. After the attack is resolved, the character gains energy equal to the damage. So 5 attack. Ant-Man has a defense of 3. So here we go. And he's going to have a crit. Nothing there. So it's just going to be 2 dice. And then 3-die defense for Ant-Man. And he's just going to block it. He's at a crit, and then he's at a shield. Oh, actually, Crossbones has 1 more die. And it doesn't help him. I forgot the hammers give an additional attack die. So actually, Ant-Man is going to go ahead and spend 1 power. And he's going to transform into the little guy. So he's going to go there. At any time he is targeted by an attack, he can spend 1 power and he transforms into the little Ant-Man. But when he does that, he can't carry anything and he drops anything if he is carrying anything. Captain Marvel is going to go ahead and activate, and she's going to go ahead and do a strike. It's going to be range 2, and it's going to be a 5-die attack on Zemo. Looks like she's got 3, but no crits. Zemo's going to have a defense of 3. And actually, I'm going to roll 1 more because she does have a hammer. Another hit. So, oh, that is a tough break for Zemo. He can't reroll any skulls, so he can't use his ability. He's only going to defend 1, so he's going to take 3 damage. Zemo's going to go ahead and return the favor. He's going to pay 2 power, and he's going to roll 4 dice. And for every wild or crit, he's going to do a damage to Captain Marvel. And he gets nothing. She is fine. So Captain Marvel's going to go ahead and do an energy blast. So she's going to be rolling through 4 dice. And it's within range 4. And she can reroll any dice except for, of course, skulls. So she's going to have a crit. Actually, I don't think she gets a reroll after that, because I don't think you can reroll another reroll after you've done it. So she's going to move 2. She's going to take 2 damage. Zemo's going to roll his 3 defenses. He's going to block 1. He can reroll 1. He blocks 2. He's good. Oh, she had 1 more die because of the hammer. She does get another hit, and that means Zemo's going to take 1 point of damage. So Captain Marvel's going to go ahead and spend an energy, and she's going to attempt to take control of that bomb. So she needs to roll at least 3. She has 4 energy defense, so she has to beat the number of healthy guys. And there's 2 of them there, so yep, she's got to get 3 hits here. She only got 2. She doesn't get it. Ultron's going to activate, and he's going to blast Captain America. So he's going to go ahead and do his energy blast, which is range 4, which we know that was range 4. And it's going to be a 5-die attack. And if he gets any wilds, it's going to incinerate. He's got a crit. And there's the wild. So Cap's going to be incinerated. And Cap's going to go ahead and spend 1 power since his ability gives him a -1 to whatever the first power he uses. So he's going to do Vibranium Shield. It's going to add 2. So that means he's going to be rolling 6 dice to try and defend. Because this is an energy attack. So he'll block 3. So he's just going to take the 1 and then of course the incinerate. And Ultron's going to do it again. So he's going to blast Cap again for another 5-die attack. This time he gets just as good a roll as the last one. So it gets 4. This time around, Cap's only going to defend with 4. Actually, he's defending with 3 because he's incinerated. And he's only going to block 1. So he's taking 3 more damage. Oh. Almost forgot. Ultron had the hammer. 2 more going into Cap, but he's lucky. He didn't get anything else out of it. So before Cap gets knocked out, he's just going to move up. Try and contest on here. Try and get as close as possible. And he's going to go ahead and do a... He's going to go ahead and do a shield slam. So it's going to be a 6-die attack. It's going to cost him 2. And he's going to do it on Mr. Taskmaster there. Unfortunately, Cap does not have any hammers. So this is all he's going to have. Not very good, but he's got a crit there. Oh, he's got 3. That's not too bad. He's got 3 hits going into Taskmaster. So Taskmaster has Martial Artist. So that means that he counts anybody within range 2 of him, he's going to be able to count blanks as blocks. So he's got a crit. And he blocks all 3. He is good. So Cap only having 1 health left, he's not going to risk being knocked out trying to take control of the bomb. So he's just going to chill out there and he's done. Zemo's going to activate, and he's going to go ahead and strike Captain Marvel, since he's already taken a pretty good beating here. So he's going to do his Sword Strike, which is within range 2. It's going to be a 5-die attack, and on the wilds, he's going to do Bleed. Oh, he has 1 more additional because he has a hammer. Didn't forget this time. And he's got a crit. Nice, and he can reroll 1 die. Nope. So he's gonna go and have 4 go through, and Captain Marvel has a 3-die defense. Oh, she's got 2 crits. She's blocking 4. She blocks it all, but she is gonna take the bleed. Zemo's gonna strike again, so he's gonna have 5, then +1 because of the hammer. He's got 1 crit there. He only has 2 this time. Oops. That was a hit. Crit. 3-die defense for Captain Marvel. She's only going to block 1 this time around. And she's going to take a damage. Wasp is going to go ahead and activate. And she's just going to start blasting on good old Crossbones there. So she's going to go ahead and she's a range 3. So she's going to do her size changing smackdown. After the attack is resolved, she's going to gain energy equal to the damage she does. After the attack is resolved, this character may transform into Tiny Wasp. Alright, so it's going to be a 5-die attack and it's physical. So it's 2, 4, 5. So she gets a crit. So she's going to have 3 successes going in. And Crossbones defends with 4. Because it is physical. So he's only going to block 1. He's only going to block 1, so he's going to take 2 points of damage. So actually, Crossbones is going to spend 1 power, and he's going to go ahead and do his power from his injured, immune to pain. I think that's what it says. Something to pain, but it's going to cost him 1, and he's gonna bring the damage down to by 1 point. So now that the Wasp is in tiny form, she's going to go ahead and do her Wasp's Fury. It's going to cost her 2. It's within range 3. It's a 6 die energy attack. And after she's done, she can move M, and then she's going to transform back to her normal size. So 6 die energy attack. And she's got 1 crit. So she's going to have multiple hits there. So she's going to go 4. And I believe that Crossbones is a defense 3 when it comes to energy. So he's going to block 2. So anytime he takes damage, he can advance. So I'm going to go ahead and advance him for this battle, just to make it harder for anybody to try and control that bomb. So now she's just going to move away. Try and get away from the bomb to make it a little bit easier for maybe Ant-Man to take control. So she'll go to there, but she's going to transform back into her big form. Red Skull's going to activate, and he's going to try and help out Crossbones over here. So he'll move this way like so. Try and stay away from the bomb. And he's going to go ahead and blast at Wasp. He was going to use his Cosmic Cubes and spend 1. Actually, is that range 2? Because I think I might just try and have him build some more energy. Yeah, he's within range 2. So we'll do his strike, and it's going to be a 5 die attack. If he gets a wild, it's going to be a push. That's going to be range 2. So 5 die physical attack. 4, 5. That was already there. He's going to get a crit. So he's going to have 4 going through. And I believe she defends with 3. She's only going to block 1. So she's going to take 3 damage. And since she was targeted by an attack, she's going to go ahead and spend an energy. And she's going to transform once again to her tiny form. So Iron Man's going to activate. And he's just going to go ahead and move. He does his medium. He'll move it this way, even though he knows Caps is a little outnumbered. And I guess we'll take a shot at Zemo, since Zemo is almost stunned. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. He's going to go ahead and do a shot at Zemo. He's going to do his Repulsor Blasters. It's going to be a 4 die attack energy. Going to get a crit, and that's it. And Zemo's going to have his 3, and he's just going to block 1 more. He can reroll this one. No, so he's going to take at least 1 more point of damage. So actually, unfortunately, after that 1 damage, he is gonna daze him. So down goes Nemo. He drops his hammer. So Taskmaster's going to go ahead and go. He's going to strike at Cap. He's going to get 3, so he's going to cause a bleed for sure. So Cap's going to go ahead and spend 2 to go ahead and do his his energy defense. So he's going to add or shield defense, I should say, physical. So he's going to roll 6 dice and see if he can't prevent this. Needs to block 3. He's going to block him. So he takes 1, 2, 3. He's going to block 3. He is good. So my bad, he should have only had 5 dice because he is incinerated. So he would have blocked only 2, so that would have actually dazed Cap. So with Cap being dazed, we're going to go ahead and attempt an energy, try to take over this bomb here with Taskmaster. He's going to spend an energy. He gets it. He gets the 3. So that is under the control of Hydra. So Ant-Man is the last guy to go. So he's just going to strike at Crossbones. Almost had a brain fart there. I forgot his name. So it's going to be a 6-die attack. And after the attack is resolved, he's going to change back to normal Ant-Man. So he's got a crit. Not a bad roll. Whoops. And he got another hit. So it looks like it's going to be 5 going into Crossbones. And I believe he defends with 3. That should have been over here. He's got 2 crits. So he's blocking 4. He's taking 5 damage. He's taking 1 damage after he blocks the 4. So for Ant-Man's second activation, he's going to go ahead and smack him one more time. 4-die attack. This is the Pym Particle Punch. So after this has been resolved, he's going to change back into Tiny Ant-Man. He gets nothing, though. It's a dud. So that is the end of the round. The bombs. Hydra controls 1, 0, 0. But they do have 1, 2, and only 2 hammers. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5 points for Hydra. They're going to jump up to 7. The Avengers control 1, only 1 hammer, but no bombs. So it's just going to be 1 extra point for the Avengers. They're starting off real slow. 2 points. So turn 3 begins, and Crossbones is going to activate since he is almost dazed as well. He's going to go ahead and strike Ant-Man. He's going to go ahead and spend 2 power, and he's going to do his overpower. It's going to be a 5-die attack within range 3. And after the damage is resolved, he is going to be able to move within range 1. And if he gets a wild die, he can throw the target before damage is dealt, and he can throw him S. So 5 dice, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1 because of the hammer. Ew, that is a terrible roll. He only got 1. And Ant-Man, I believe, has a 3-die defense on the physical. And he's going to block it. He's going to get a crit. And he didn't get the swirly, so we won't be able to throw him. But he does move at least the 1 inch. So he ends up just moving a little bit like so. And he's going to go ahead and do it again. He's going to spend the rest of his power. He's going to spend 2 more to do overpower once again on Ant-Man. And it's going to be 5 plus 1 because of the hammer he has. And this time he's going to get a whole bunch of swirlies. Swirlies. I always call them swirlies. They're supposed to be wild dice. But alright. So actually when Ant-Man is in his tiny form, he actually uses blanks as blocks. So he is going to block 3, but he is going to be thrown. Oops, my bad. He doesn't count blanks as blocks. He can reroll any of his dodges. So he got 1 blank. He got 1 block for sure. He blocked 2, so he's going to take a damage, and then he's going to be thrown. So he's just going to throw Ant-Man like so this way, and he is going to collide with Wasp, and now Wasp has to try and dodge, or else she's going to take damage. He's only a size 1, so it's going to be 2 damage going into Wasp unless she can dodge it. Her physical defense is a 3, and since she's also in her tiny form, she can reroll any of her defenses. So she can roll these 2. She's not going to block anything. She's going to take 2 damage. So not being able to block, she's going to take 2 more, and she is down. She's dazed. Captain Marvel is going to go ahead and change into her binary. She's going to spend 3. So it's supposed to be 4, but because of Cap's Avengers affiliation, it lowers it by 1. So now she's going to add +2 to all her attack and defenses. And the first thing she's going to do is she's going to go ahead and blast Zemo. I'm not too sure why I keep referring to him as Nemo. But it is a range 4 attack. She's going to be in range there. So she's going to blast them. So it's going to be a 4-die attack plus 2. So it's going to be a 6-die attack because now she's in binary. So she gets 2 crits. nothing. So she's gonna be able to re-roll these. And actually, oops, let me roll one more because she does have a hammer. She can re-roll that. So those can't be re-rolled, but that can. And she's gonna have all that going in. So she will have 2, 4, 6 damage going into Zemo. So Zemo blocks with only 3 energy. And he's not gonna block anything. He's got 1 reroll. He blocks 1. He's taking 5, and I think Zemo is KO'd. So yup, Nemo goes down for the count, and Captain Marvel is just gonna look this way, and she is gonna open fire on Ultron as well. So she's gonna have 6 die attack plus 1 because of her hammer. So those can't be re-rolled, but she does get 3 hits, and she can re-roll these 2 because of her power. She's gonna get that as well. So 4 going into Ultron. Ultron on energy defends with 3. And he's only gonna block 1, so he's taking 3 more damage on Ultron. So before her turn is over, she's gonna spend one of her powers, and she's gonna try and take control of that bomb. So she's got an energy defense of 4. Oops, 1 more. And since Iron Man is not within range 1, so she just needs 2 successes here. And she's gonna get it. End of her turn, she has the bleed condition, so she is gonna take a point of damage. Red Skull's gonna go ahead and activate, and he's gonna book it over here, and he's gonna try and take this hammer if he can. He's gonna move to there. And then, yep, he should be able to get in range here. And he's just gonna spend 1 power. Ant-Man's gonna go ahead and activate, and he's just gonna go ahead and punch Mr. Crossbones. He's gonna go ahead and do his Pym Particle Punch. It's gonna be 4 dice, range 2, so he's just in range. And he'll get 3. And I believe Crossbones defends with 4. He defends with 4. He needs to block pretty much all this, or else he's gonna get knocked out. He's gonna block 1. Yeah, I think that just hit that. He'll block 2, but I believe that's gonna take him out. He's gonna take at least 1, and he only had 1 left. Or actually, no, I think he's still okay. He's gonna block 2, and he's gonna take 1. So indeed he is okay. He's got 1 health left. Ant-Man goes back to his big form. So now he's just gonna go ahead and do his Pym Punch 1 more time. So he's gonna roll his 4 dice. He's gonna strike. He's got 2 hits. And Crossbow's gonna defend with 4. And he's gonna block it. He's gonna block all 3. So Ultron is gonna go ahead and activate. He is gonna blast Iron Man with his Meteoric Fury. It's gonna be a 7 die attack. He does have a hammer, so it's gonna be an 8 die attack. He's gonna choose for it to be an energy attack. And if he gets any wilds, it's gonna cause incinerate. But he didn't get any wilds, and there is no rerolls and no explosion, so he's only gonna have 2. Iron Man's gonna only be able to block 3. He's got a crit. And he's gonna take 1 damage. So now Ultron's gonna go ahead and do his energy blast. It's gonna be a 5 die attack, energy. Shooting Iron Man again. And this time he's got a crit. So he's gonna have 4 going into Iron Man. So that means Iron Man's gonna have 3 for his energy. And he's only gonna block 1. He's gonna take 3 more, but minus 1 because of his armor. So he's gonna take 2 more damage. Last but not least, he's gonna do his kinetic shield generator. And he's gonna throw this crane at Iron Man. It's gonna be anything size 3 or less. These are size 2, size 3, and then that's a size 2, size 3, sorry. So actually, if he throws a size 3, yeah, he could. And within range 3, so he can do either or. He can throw this big monster for 3, and we'll do that. So this will be destroyed. These will just blow off. He's gonna chunk this big thing at Iron. So damage 4 going into Iron Man. See if he can block some. Gets a crit. That's it. So he's taking 3 damage, bringing it down to 2. 2 more damage going into Iron Man. Unfortunately, the 5 damage is enough to daze poor old Tony. Cap's gonna go and he's gonna do his shield throw at Taskmaster. So it's gonna be a 5-die physical attack. Another one of his awesome builders. So unfortunately, he only gets 2 hits. Nope, he only blocks with 3. But it's enough. He's got 2 crits. That's gonna block it for sure. Yep. Nothing going for good old Cap. So Cap's just, he's gonna do it again. He's gonna throw the shield again. 5 dice. He gets a crit. So it'll be a total of 3 going into Taskmaster. This time he blocks none. He knows martial arts. When he's within range 2 and he's being attacked, he counts those as blocks. So he's gonna block 2, and on top of that, he gains an additional 2 whenever he gets attacked twice. So he is blocking it all. Man, Taskmaster is nasty. Taskmaster is the last guy to activate, so he's gonna have his 5-die attack. And he's only got 1 going in, nothing else. Cap's gonna defend with 4 physical. And he's gonna block both of them. And Taskmaster is just gonna strike again. This time he gets a crit, and he's actually gonna get the bleed. So 2 going into Cap. Oh, we know that was a swirly. And then 4 dice block. Cap will block 2 because now he counts blanks as shields. So he will block 2, but he is bleeding. So this was kind of a quick turn 3. Tony and Wasp both getting knocked out. Zemo completely getting knocked out of the game. So it was a really quick turn 3. And at the end, we're going to score. We're going to have Cabal having 1. Nothing there. Nothing there. But they do hold 2, 3 hammers. So they're scoring 6 more points. So they will be at 13. And the Avengers, they're going to score at least 1 bomb. So that's 3, 4. They're only going to score 4 points. So they're both barely up to the 6. So they need to stop the Cabal because they're only 3 points away. They could put it away in turn 4. So start of turn 4, and the Avengers get the first activation. Iron Man is going to just unleash hell here. So he is going to do his Unibeam. It's a beam 5, so everybody underneath this marker is going to get hit. So we're going to start with Ultron. And actually what he's going to do is he's going to spin 1 for Friday AI. And that actually adds 2 dice to its attack rolls this turn. And he's going to cost him 1 because of the Avengers ability. And then he's going to spend 4 for Unibeam. So it's going to be actually 8 dice because of the +2. And first off, we're going to be hitting is Ultron. Let's go, Tony. We got to get back in this game. Not a very good roll. But it's 3, and he's going to be getting 4. Let's take all that off. And it is energy, so I believe Ultron blocks with 3 energy. So that's not going to block. He's going to block 2, though. So Ultron's going to take 2 damage. So now it's going to blast Taskmaster. And it's also another 8 dice, and because Unibeam actually ignores cover, Taskmaster has no cover from the Unibeam blast. So here's another 8 dice. This time it's Taskmaster. And it's about the same roll. And he gets none of these, but there was a crit there. So it's going to be 3 total hits. And then Taskmaster's going to be blocking with 3. And he's going to block 1. And because it's not within range 2, he doesn't get any rerolls. Nor does he get blanks for defenses because he's not within range 2. So he is going to be taking 2 damage. And why not? Iron Man's going to spend the 4 once again. He's going to do another Unibeam attack. Same area. This time it's going to be 6 dice. First is Ultron. Yeah, not the greatest roll, but he did get 3 going in. Ultron's going to block with 3. And he only blocks 1. Actually, that's going to take him down. He's going to be dazed. And then the next attack going into Taskmaster. It's another 6 dice. Ignoring line of sight. Or ignoring cover, I should say. No crits this time. He only got 3. Taskmaster blocks with 3. He blocks nothing. He's going to take 3 damage. That might take him down too. So because Taskmaster was targeted twice by the same character, he's actually going to be able to roll 2 more dice for defense. And he does block 1, so he's going to take 2 more damage. And that's going to be Iron Man's turn. He did at least one thing. He dazed Ultron. He drops the hammer. So Red Skull's going to activate, and he's going to spend 3 to do Master of the Cube. He's just going to do a little frog leap here to try and get in range of this bomb. And then he is going to unload on Captain Marvel. So he's going to do a strike, which is a 5-die attack. It's going to be physical. Going into Captain Marvel. So he's going to have 3 with an explosion. And no rerolls there, a bunch of skulls. So it's going to be 3. And Captain Marvel defends physical with 3. Oh no, she gets nothing. She's going to take 3 damage. And she's going to get pushed. So after the push, he sends her back that way. And now Red Skull's going to gain 3 energy for the attack. And he's not going to let up. He's going to do a Cosmic Blast, which is an energy attack, range 4. And he's going to be targeting Ms. Marvel because she is almost dazed. And it's going to be a 5-die attack. He's going to spend 1 energy for that. And if he gets a swirly, for each wild die he gets, he'll sap 1 power away from Captain Marvel. So energy attack. He gets a crit, and there's one of the wilds. So it's going to be 3. That was a crit. We'll move those aside. And it is an energy attack, so Captain Marvel actually blocks with 4. And she does have an absorption, I want to say. Okay, so for each wild she gets, she'll be able to cancel out one of either the hit, the crit, or a wild. Ooh, she gets 2. So she's going to block 1. That means she can change these to block to nothing, and she's going to block that damage. And because she was able to change 2, she's going to gain 2 energy from that. So we're going to roll 2 extra dice for Red Skull because he had a hammer. And it doesn't help. Never mind. Red Skull is going to spend an action, and he's going to try and convert that bomb. He's going to energy defense of 3. He just needs 2 because Tony is not within range. So this could be a huge swing in the Cabal's favor here if he gets this conversion. No, he does not. So we're going to go ahead and activate Ant-Man, and he's just going to move like so to try and get around his buddy here, Crossbones, who they've been fighting for like the last 3 turns. So now he's gonna take a strike. He's gonna do his ant-sized uppercut. So it's gonna be a total of 6 dice. And he's gonna change the regular form after this hit. So he got a crit. So he's gonna get 3. And I believe, and it's a physical, I believe that Crossbones defends with 4. And oh yeah, he's gonna block it. Yep, he blocked it all right. So Crossbones is just gonna go ahead and activate, and he's gonna try and smack Ant-Man. And he's gonna go ahead and do a strike because he doesn't have enough energy for the overpower. So it'll be a 5-die attack, and he'll gain energy equal to the amount of damage he does, and he has 1 more die because of the hammer that he's carrying. So 6-die attack. And actually, Ant-Man is going to change into his physical form before that happens as a reaction. So that means that he's going to be able to re-roll his defense dice since he is tiny again. And it doesn't really need it because there was only 1 that went through. So Ant-Man blocks with 3, and he's going to block it. So not really being able to do anything else. He's just going to strike again. Crossbows into Ant-Man 1 more time. This time he got some crits. He's got 2 crits. Oh, I guess I should just leave those. We'll move those up there, showing those as the misses. Even though he's not going to be able to reroll anything. But he did get 2 crits. And he's got, oh man, he's letting the pain come to Ant-Man. So now it's going to be 3 dice for Ant-Man. And he gets that block. He can reroll this one because he's small. Nope. And that's going to daze him. He's going to take 4 damage. Actually 5 damage because he only blocked 1. So Crossbones is going to spend 1 of his 2 energy he just gained. And he's going to try and take control of that bomb. He has an energy defense of 3. So he just needs 2 successes because Wasp is just a little too far out. Doesn't get it. Cap's going to activate. And he's going to go ahead and do his strike. He's going to go ahead and do a shield slam. It's going to cost him 2, so it's only going to cost him 1 since it's his first power. And it's going to be a 6-die attack. Oh, nice. He's got 4 going into Taskmaster so far. And he's got 1 explosion. Nothing there, so these are all going to miss. So he doesn't have the pattern recognition because this is Cap's first strike, but he is going to get the martial artist, so he's going to be able to count blanks as blocks. Since Cap's within range 2. So he's going to block 2, but he is taking 2 more damage, and that might daze him. So sure enough, he goes down for the count. Cap's going to try and capture this location, this area. It's now or never. If he doesn't try and convert this, he needs 2 successes here to try and convert the bomb. He got it. Good job, Cap. So that's going to flip to Avengers, and now they control that bomb. And actually, that's going to be it for Cap because both guys are dazed, and even if he moves over there, he won't be able to reach Red Skull. Actually, he can try and get that hammer. So he's just going to move. Don't know if he's going to be able to reach. So he will go this way. He might just be out, but let's double check just to make sure. Because if he's within range, yeah, it looks like he's going to be able to get it. Yep. So he's going to spend 1 power, and now that hammer belongs to Cap. Because he is worthy after all. And actually, at the end of the turn, he's going to take a damage because I forgot he's still bleeding. And of the Cabal's turn, because Red Skull's already gone, these 2 guys are dazed, and Crossbones already went as well. So let's go with Captain Marvel. She is going to go ahead and go into her binary. So she's going to spend 3. Technically it's cost 4, but it's her first power since she's an Avenger. She's going to get 3. So she's going to go into her binary, and she's just going to go ahead and unload on Red Skull. So she's going to do her energy blast. So it's going to be 6 dice. +2 because of her binary, and she gets to reroll any dice she wants with this. So she can't roll those skulls. Oh man, that's a bad break. She's gonna get 4 total energy going into Red Skull, and Red Skull defends with 3. He blocks nothing, and he gets no rerolls. He's taking 4 damage. Now she's gonna do a Denver special. She's gonna spend 3, and she is just gonna go ahead and pick this item. Anything size 3 or less, and she can throw it range 4 or range medium. So she's gonna chunk it at Red Skull there. This is gonna go flying, and it's a size 2 +1 for the damage 3. So now he has to defend, or else he may be knocked out because he only has 1 left. Oh, he got lucky. So now Carol, just for her last action, she's gonna have to try and shake off the bleed, because or else she'll be knocked out at the end of her turn. So she's just gonna do that, and that's it. So now all that's left is just Wasp, and Wasp is gonna spend 1 power from Wasp's Fury, and it's gonna be a 6-die attack going into Crossbones. It's gonna be energy. And it regularly costs 2, but because it is her first power, actually it would have cost her 2, I'm sorry. I'll go ahead and spend the other one here in a second. But this is a good roll. Ah, she missed those. She's got 2, 4, 5 dice. And I believe Crossbones only defends with 3 on energy. It's not physical this time around. He's gonna get a crit. But that's it. He's only gonna block 1. He could reduce it by 1. It's still gonna be enough to knock him out, so there's no point in spending that power. So he's gonna go ahead and be dazed. And after that attack, she transforms back into her regular size. So she's gonna be flipping like so. And she's gonna spend an energy to pick up that hammer. So now she's not gonna be able to transform, or else she's gonna drop everything. And she can advance M, so I'm just gonna move her this way. And she's gonna try to attempt to take control of that bomb. She only has defense energy 2, so she needs both of these to succeed, or else she just doesn't get it. And she's gonna take a damage. So that is the end of turn 4. The Avengers, did they do enough damage in order to stop the Cabal from winning? So right now the Cabal hold no bombs, but they have 1. Actually, they only have 1 hammer, so they're only going to score 1. That's going to put them at 14. And the Avengers score big. It's going to be 3 for that, 3 for that. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with that one, so that's already 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 points. That's going to put them at 15. This is going to be a close game. Turn 5 is going to be a big one. So start of the turn, Taskmaster is going to go ahead and activate, and he's going to try and take back this bomb. He's going to go ahead and interact with it. He got it, but he also got a damage. So it's now back under Hydra control. And on top of that, he's just going to try and move out of there. He's going to do his medium movement. He's just going to jump over here like so. Get behind Cap here. But stay within vicinity so he can still take control of that, making it harder to get converted. And he's going to go ahead and take a shot at Cap there. And he's going to go ahead and do his shield throw. It's going to be a 4-die attack. Now, if he gets the wild, it's going to be able to ricochet. And Iron Man is within range 3, so he's going to be able to hit Iron Man as well. So it's going to be 4 dice attack. Costs him 0. So 4-die attack. And he's going to get the swirly. Wild, I should say. Wild. I got to keep remembering it's a wild die. So now Cap's going to have 4 die defenses. Come on, Cap, you gotta block this, buddy. He gets nothing but hits. Not even a blank. All right, well, he's gonna take 2 damage. So that's gonna put him at 3. And now 4 dice going into Iron Man because of the ricochet. Oh, dude, that was terrible. Look at all the skulls. 1 whole hit going into Iron Man. And Iron Man on physical, he defends with 4. And he's gonna block it. He is good. Iron Man's gonna go ahead and activate, and he's gonna spend 1 power. And actually, Cap's gonna have to spend 2 power because he holds a hammer. And we're gonna do Ricochet Blast. It's gonna be a range 4 attack, 7 die, and it's gonna go into our buddy Red Skull. So you're looking at 7 dice. And you know what? We're gonna go ahead and spend 1 point for Friday AI because it's the first power that we're using for this turn. So it's gonna actually be 2 more dice on top of that. So let's see if we can't knock out Red Skull in 1 shot. No crits at all, jeez. But it is 4 damage going into Red Skull. And Red Skull defends with 3. This is energy. He gets nothing. He's taking 4 whopping damage. And that's it. Skull goes down. He is dazed, and the hammer drops right in front of him. And now Iron Man's gonna try and get some energy here. So he's gonna do Repulsor Blast on Ultron. So it's gonna be a 4 die attack. Energy. And let's see if he can at least do a couple of points of damage to maybe try and get that hammer. So 2 going in. And Ultron defense with 3. Oh, sorry, Tony. Not today. Ultron's going to activate, and he's just going to move up. He's going to try and get into position here to go like so to there. And he's going to spend 1 energy to pick up that hammer. It's like my hammer. And man, it's risky. He would need 3 strikes in order to try and convert that bomb. But you know what? He's going to go ahead and do it. He's got the energy. Why not? So he's going to need at least 3 successes because there's 2. Actually, the other guy's dazed. So actually, and it's only healthy characters. I completely forgot about that. So Ultron is not healthy. He's already been damaged. And Red Skull is down. So actually, he just needs 2 successes to convert this. And he's got 1 there. And he would have 2. So he does convert it. So he is spending 3 power to do Metallic Fury on Captain Marvel. 7 die attack. +1 because of the hammer. And if he gets any wild, she's going to get the bleed condition. So no rerolls, but he did get 4 in. Let's get that out of the way. Captain Marvel is still in her binary because that doesn't go away until her next activation, and she is not activated. So her defenses are actually 5. It's 3, then +2 because of her binary. She has got to block all this or she goes down. She's gonna go down. She only blocks 1. Oh, I was supposed to nominate the type of attack. He would have taken physical. So Ant-Man's gonna go ahead and activate, and he's gonna go ahead and spend 4 power. He's gonna do Bullet Ant Barrage, 7 die attack, costing him 4, so it's gonna be 3, and 7 die attack physical. It's gonna go into Crossbones. That's 4, 3 more. So he's got a crit there, but nothing. So he's gonna have 4 going into Crossbones. And now let me just move that out of the way. Crossbones defends with 4. He's gonna have a crit. So he's only gonna block 1. He's taking 3, but he's gonna spend an energy to just take 2. So a little bit of bad luck for Crossbones, because he's gonna be poisoned and he is stunned. Ant-Man's not done yet. He's gonna spend another 4 power and he's gonna do it again. Another 7 dice coming into Crossbones. Gotta knock this guy out. Oh, now that's a roll. So we got 2 crits. 2 more. So that was a crit. Geez, that's a lot of damage going in. We'll take all these off. So it's 2, 3, 6, 7 damage. Crossbones defends with 4. He's gonna need a miracle here to get him and keep him still alive. He's only blocking 1, so he can. The best he's gonna be able to do is spend 1 power to negate 1. He's gonna take another 2, 4. He's gonna take another 5. He is knocked out. And once again, Cabal are done. Taskmaster went. Ultron moved. Red Skull got dazed. So Cabal is. Crossbones is knocked out. So it's all Avengers. Cap's gonna activate, and he's just gonna move. He's got to be able to try and take this hammer as well as this bomb. Move into there. And then he's going to do 1 more move and just try and get between both of these. And see if he can get within range 1 of both. So he's got the range there and he's got the range there. So the hammer, he's going to spend 1 power. So he'll gain that. And then he's spending a power to try and interact with that. So I'm guessing he only needs 1, because there's nobody healthy there. Everyone is either KO'd or they have been injured. So he has a chance just to pull it away. Boom, he gets it either way. He's got 4. So this goes back to Avengers. The only one left is just Wasp, and she's going to try and take control of that bomb. The same thing. They're all injured. There's nobody healthy there, so she's just going to roll 2. As long as she gets a success, she'll be all right. She's got it with the 1. And that is it. Everyone is all activated out. Let's start with Cabal. They're going to score 3 there, because they do control that bomb. Nothing there. Nothing there. And how many hammers do they have? They only have the 1 from Ultron, so they're scoring 4. So they're going to go to 18. Just put it over there. Now the Avengers. We've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they'll end up at 24 points. And they managed the comeback. It ends in an Avengers victory. And there we go, folks. What a close game. It doesn't get any closer than that. Huge comeback victory for the Avengers. I know there was a few times the bomb I did do wrong. I kept thinking it was any characters that were around it, they would have to be penalized in order to control it. It wasn't. It's only if they're healthy. Once they're damaged, they don't count towards it. So technically all you need is just 1 success. So I'm pretty sure there were at times both teams probably should have taken control of it. So that was my bad. But still, all in all, still a very close game. And also, guys, another huge thing I want to recommend, I want to remind you guys, is always check out your cards. I kept forgetting to use these boys. I used the 1 card, but I kept forgetting, like, patch up. I kept forgetting to dodge stuff. Same thing with the Cabal. I didn't use any of the Cabal. I completely completely slipped my mind every time I would look over. Oh, I'm going to use that card for the next turn. Oh, I'm going to use that. And I would just forget. I would just completely forget. And I apologize for that to you guys. I am so sorry about that. But if you guys are playing, always keep track of your cards. Make sure you're using your cards. Check out your abilities on your heroes, because that difference could make the difference in the game. So, but this is going to pretty much conclude the end of our Marvel Crisis Protocol game series. It was pretty much a 2 out of 3, which started out as just a 1 game thing. I really enjoyed playing it, so I ended up just doing the 2 out of 3 instead. or best of 3, whatever you want to call it. But I had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun playing this game, and more likely you'll probably see it in the future in the channel. And there is an exclusive issue number 2 that's only on our Patreon. So in case you guys are wondering, hey, wait a minute, where's the second part? It's only exclusive to our Patreon members. So if you guys want to check that out, click the link below so you can start subscribing for as low as $3. You can start checking out our exclusive videos, because that won't be the last of the videos. It is the first, but I promise you there's a lot more content coming to that exclusive, to that Patreon channel as well. But let me know what you guys thought of the games in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed the content, please like, so that way that'll tell us, hey, we definitely need to bring this game back to the channel. I mean, I'm not saying it won't, but it definitely helps when we see a lot more likes on a particular video, because that means we're in that much more of a hurry to try and get stuff painted for that game and bringing it back for you guys to check out the game battles. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We're on pretty much a lot of the social media, so you can check out what new stuff we are painting, what we're up to, so you can see what new videos we are currently working on. Go out there and just give us a like, man, so you guys can check it out and keep up with us, see what we're doing. We're trying to expand as hard as we can, as fast as we can, to bring a lot more content to you guys. Other than that, man, this is going to be it for this one. Keep rolling dice, my friends. Always paint your walls crimson. Have a good one.